Incels! Now, you've definitely heard this word before, used in many different ways and many different occasions, and nobody uses it better than Casey Tron herself, somebody who's been in that H3H3 lawsuit. Now, I made a video about it a while back, and of course you can probably go check it out on my channel, but I just kind of wanted to discuss it because I think it's absolutely fucking hilarious the way that she uses it. Now, again, before we truly get into the whole entire thing, let's go look at the definition. If you just search it up on Google, the very first thing that comes up is a member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile towards women and men who are sexually active. Now, I kind of wanted to discuss this because I think it's absolutely hilarious how people use it on the internet, and the one and only Casey Tron uses it very, very often. So, before we get into this video, of course, like usual, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and let us discuss this whole entire topic. Now, how is incel used in 2025? Is it like, oh, you have a girlfriend, oh, you broke up with your girlfriend, oh, you've never had a girlfriend, you're a fucking 25-year-old virgin? Are you actually screaming at people on the internet because they get pushy? We don't even know anymore. And do you know what? Before this whole entire video begins, let me make a very quick phone call. Hey, baby.
Huh?
I have a really quick question for you.
Okay.
I just need you to answer this question, okay?
Alright.
Am I an incel?
You're not an incel.
Say that one more time.
You might be an incel.
Fuck! Well, shit. I guess I've lost my card for this video, but either way, I think we can still discuss this topic thoroughly. Now, just so we can kind of generalize and we can understand and visualize exactly how this word is used, let's go look at Casey Tron's past tweets. Here, it says, "Today was a rough day. The non-stop begating on all my socials. The smear campaign started by bad faith incel called communities to be immediately laundered by snark subreddits, crybaby men who wouldn't last a day being a woman in this manosphere incel hellscape. Lord save me." Now is a little bit of an interjection before we continue talking about this whole entire thing and talking about all the context and everything necessary to understand the situation. Why is she getting upset? Why is she getting so much hate by these incel communities online? Well, let's just discuss it. She decided to go and basically record an H3H3 live stream where she just watched H3H3's content nuke without basically any type of introduction, smoked a whole entire lot of weed, and basically used it as a substitute for content, which is, of course, copyright. Now, of course, she didn't just get a copyright strike, however, she is getting a complete and utter lawsuit. If you want to learn more about this situation, I made a video on it in the past, but this is the whole entire context you need to understand. This is why she's calling everyone an incel. But before we continue and discuss about the whole entire reason she uses the word incel, let's go look at this next tweet. "Don't ever let anyone dull your sparkle, little girls." Little girls? Okay, I mean, Dr. Disrespect would be proud of the way she said that, but regardless, even when it's powerful men who get litigious to evoke support from incel communities that love to humiliate women, this isn't about copyright. Big Mama's going through it, send your energy. Now, that's just another one to kind of generalize this whole entire thing. Let's just see how she uses the word incel in that case. Oh, it's an H3H3 fan base, therefore they're incels, despite him being rather liberal, despite him having a wife. This isn't Sneeko, this isn't Andrew Tate. You don't see any of these fucking people like pumping fucking weights or anything else like that. H3H3's community, out of all the communities that you could have called out, it's probably the least incel community you can find, especially from the way that he frames everything. H3H3 has continuously, gone against rape and everything else like that, and continuously shows love to his wife, shows love to his kids. That's not something you would see from an incel community per se. And obviously he has to get some amount of push because he has a fucking wife, you dumbass. Or how about we look at this next tweet? "I also ask everyone to block the Oct2000 incel account and any of the other incel drama baiting accounts as well." Now, as we show this here, Oct2000 is the Yeet account that posts a bunch of stream clips, stream fails, the whole entire thing, and the whole entire 1,000 yards and all that kind of stuff. And you may ask yourself, how is he an incel account? What is he posting in particular that shows him to be an incel? Well, Honestly, nothing. He just hates Hassan Piker and all the orbiters there, and he basically just posts all the fucking dumbass shit they say on the internet. I mean, it's as simple as that. He doesn't even make fully his own opinions. He just says basically what happens in the video as the context for the Twitter video, and then after he shows it. That isn't it. That's basically it, and apparently now he's an incel. And funnily enough, she's calling this person an incel despite the fact that he basically, kind of defended Imaru from the whole entire thing there. She was getting a bunch of shit because she said the whole entire copyright stuff is a little crazy. Not even taking sides, being somewhat neutral, and she got a bunch of shit on the internet because of that whole entire opinion, because she didn't agree with Hassan Piker and saying, oh, these copyright strikes are so unbelievably, they're not even real, they don't even exist. And apparently now he's an incel. Why? Because we don't fucking know, but that's just another one there for you. Now here's another tweet, and this is in reference to a whole entire thing when Asmongold said he wanted to ban politics off of Twitch because it's basically tanking all of Twitch's income, and that should be respected, and it does make a little bit of sense, because like, look at it. Every single time that you see Twitch tanking, it's because of some crazy political dramas. Because Hassan says this, or Asmongold says that, or whatever the fuck, right? But either way, she says, banning politics from Twitch is beyond stupid. Imagine calling on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, or any other social media platform to put a sweeping ban on politics. Incel Karens need to stop hall monitoring Twitch because their feelings are hurt. It's not because their feelings are hurt, it's because Twitch's pockets are hurting. And if Twitch's pockets are hurting, you won't get enough money. And if you don't get enough money, you won't be able to fucking smoke weed and eat Taco Bell. What the fuck are you talking about? Again, why does she say the word incel? Well, because it's in reference to Asmongold. And apparently Asmongold is a massive incel despite him dating a fucking girl in the past that was extremely fucking, public in the whole entire thing. And funnily enough, apparently Asmongold's girlfriend, Pink Sparkles or whatever the fuck her name is, had some beef with Casey Tron back in the day when she was a titty streamer. So funnily enough, that's a whole drama in and of itself. Now we'll get into the whole entire titty streamer stuff here in a second, but let's get into the next tweet. The Incel Brigade was so upset to see me getting any empathy. They've been doing another smear campaign to disparage my character and convince people I am deserving and have my life ruined. Awful men in this platform hate to see women not continuously dehumanized. Again, no, that's not the fucking case, obviously. The reason that everybody hates you is because you decided to make a copyrighted video, act like you had nothing to do, and then you immediately attacked everyone around you like an autistic child who hasn't taken his medication. This is the reason that people don't like that whole entire thing, and all this kind of stuff, right? It's as simple as that. Again, we'll get into all this here in a second, but I just want to show you most of these whole entire incel comments so you understand. Now, those are some of the nice nuggets and tweets for you. If you literally just search up incel in the search bar on Twitter, you will see a whole entire wide variety of every other fucking time she used the word incel, and I kind of want to specify exactly what incel means in this case, right? This isn't meaning you get no bitches and you hate everybody who does get bitches. At this fucking point, it means if you disagree with me, this is what happens. You're an absolute incel, you get no pussy because I am a woman on the internet, and therefore I can gauge exactly how well 80% of the fucking media can go and figure that whole entire shit out. Like, it's fucking stupid. And I do want to specify ahead of time, if I haven't already, that if you are an incel and you are watching this video, do me a favor, get off your fucking ass, take a run around the block, get in nice shape. If I can have a girlfriend for the past 3 years, then you can also find one, and I've been commentating random COD lobbies for fucking ages now, so obviously I shouldn't have one, but here the fuck we are, and here we are discussing this whole entire video. Now let's just discuss the actual incel word in and of itself. What do incels do? They can't get women, obviously. That's the whole entire problem. That's the definition of incel. So what do these people do? Well, they watch a lot of photography, but with the PORN in the very front of it. And what does that even fucking mean? Well, they go and they search it up online, maybe on Twitch or something else like that. And do you know what they end up finding if they're really desperate enough? They find titty streamers. You know them on Twitch, you know the bathtub users, you know the bathtub and pool section on Twitch, you know the whole entire almost nearly nude drama that you had on Twitch a while back. So obviously, people will go look on that and they'll go look at the whole entire thing. And funnily enough, Casey Tron, the hater of incels herself, the absolute bane of the incel existence, was a titty streamer herself. Isn't that a little weird? So if you disagree with her, you're an incel. However, if you watch her and she has her fucking yitties out and she's shaking them on camera, then you're not an incel. You're a good straight white man, as she says in this clip.
And this isn't anything against the straight men. Like, any of the good straight men know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, there's a lot of bad ones. I'm sorry to inform you. There's some bad ones.
Now, with that all being said, look at the definition of incel on the screen one more time, and just look at it very, very closely. Because we're going to look at another clip that I find very, very funny, especially after everything that she said about people and using the incel word, right? Just look at this clip.
Oh, this no good mother and his ugly ass wife. I was out getting weed in Taco Bell. I haven't even ate my Taco Bell. They're gonna be mad that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside. I've lost some weight. I have. I've lost like 20 pounds now. So, and I'm doing it the non-easy way.
Okay, so, you go and look at that clip and you tell me exactly what it sounds like. Hatred of men or women who have sex. Huh. It's a little strange to call somebody's wife ugly and then afterwards eat Taco Bell. That is the most incel thing you can do. Now, of course, Casey Tron is married. I'm going to grant her that one regardless. But again, what the fuck do you mean? You can't call people incels and then immediately act like one yourself. That's the most amount of hypocrisy in one fucking clip I've seen. And we're not even including Hassan Piker in that argument, obviously. But what the fuck do you mean? Incel audience that is coming after you as you continuously bitch and complain about H3H3's wife. Yeah, like, okay. And then you can't even consider him a misogynist in that case because you say the exact worst shit as well in response. At very least, he has a genuine legal reason of why he's suing you. You are just salty about that, so you decide to go attack H3H3's wife. And again, then you can't use the word misogynist in this case. And then you can't even use the word incel. It all trickles down in the end, and it just makes her look absolutely stupid. Now, I'm going to show you two clips. Here's the very first one about her complaining about the incel community. And let's go look at the other clip right afterwards of her discussing something that I just want to switch a couple of words in and just, you know, show a little bit of the funny hypocrisy on that line.
You guys are watching right now, like, every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit, you know? Like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community. I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air, you know, somebody who people can watch to escape and get away from it all.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
If I had been given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not because I'm not a fucking man. And that's just the fucking truth. And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she goes again, claiming sexism. Like, then what the fuck else is it?
Okay, so now let's just replace some words. If I had just one leg up in life, and, I am way more funny, and I should be way more famous, but because, and here's the word switch, I am not a woman. I can't do it. And now here they are, claiming incel again. Now, if you were to use all those fucking clips, and you were to just switch the fucking words, what does she fucking sound like in all this? She sounds like exactly the people that apparently she hates and she detests, and apparently the people that hate her the fucking most. How can you complain about incels while also talking like one 80% of the fucking time? How can you have those two kind of clips, put them next to each other, and if you were to switch a couple of fucking words, you sound like the same people you complain about? How is that even fucking possible? So let's just discuss some of the general points, right? The very first thing is incel means nothing anymore. People are using it so fucking often to everybody that they just don't agree with, or that don't agree with them, that at this point it means fuck all. It means nothing. If you continuously use one word, at one point it's just going to lose all meaning and all representation. And I think the one word that kind of represents this a lot is retard. The word retard. The retard word. Now, of course, if you go and look at the definition on Google and everything else like that, here is what you get and here is what you receive. Retard. Delay or hold back in terms of progress or development, or, in the more offensive term, a person who has an intellectual disability, often used as a general term of abuse. Now, over the last couple of fucking years, it used as more of a extreme word past idiot. Now, do you think that it's way more offensive? Do you think it's extremely offensive nowadays? No, not really. Why? Because people are using it left, right, and center, and it doesn't matter that much. Incel is the same thing. Incel's lost all impact, same thing as the word retard lost all impact. Hell, even the word fuck has lost all impact in the past little while, because people are using it so fucking often, it means nothing. That is the very first fucking point that you can use against this whole entire bullshit. And point number 2 is it doesn't even follow the fucking definition anymore. You're not using incel as like a whole entire, oh, it's because you get no sex, or it's because you get no bitches, or any of those kind of things, or you hate people that have sex or have healthy relationships. It's not about that anymore. It's again just, oh, You disagree with me, therefore you're this, which just, again, doesn't help the point and just immediately eliminates the word more. And point number 3, it's used against people you disagree with. It means nothing more than you disagree with me, therefore here's a name for you. That's literally it. It's the same thing with the whole entire word surrounding the guy with the tiny mustache and his group of people, right? That also means nothing anymore, because if you continuously call a group of people this just because they disagree with you, the effect has nothing. Not only do you use it too much, but it's also just used as a general term to try to shut somebody down if something goes wrong or if you don't agree with them, right? It's as simple as that. Now, of course, with all that being said, let's go look at one last clip before I end this video.
Though I get emotional whenever I think about it. I love gay people so much. I do. I love gay people so much. I love women so much. I do. I love gay people so much. We need the girls. We need the girls and the gays. Like I said, like I have just been like, but to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, they get what I'm saying too, I think. But I've just been so passionate about making a space for women and LGBTQ people on Twitch for years, because it's hard to be seen as a human whenever you're a woman.
Now, obviously, you heard that fucking clip. You know what you gotta do, gamers. If you're gay, straight, lesbian, woman, or whatever the fuck you are, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. I love the gays. I love the LGBTQ community. It's hard to be seen out there, and the best way you can be seen out there is not supporting people like this who decide to try their fucking hardest to do everything in their fucking power to try to shut down a group of people that dislike them and use random fucking terms and make them sound like a retard. Now, of course, if you like this video, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and I think that's going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll see y'all next time. This is me, the Holy Commentator, signing off for now.